the difference that I'm sort of picking up, the difference that I'm picking up between how your dad had this like, you know, the mindset sounds like and feels almost like always cornered, always ready to find a way out of the corner, whether there actually was a corner or not. You know, there's just the facade of a corner, the mindset of being able to like fight through a trapped
Yep.
scenario, you know, lone wolf deal. And you're talking like early on, you're talking, oh yeah, we built the porch where the Cleo Rose is taking over
Yep.
the all the house. You know, we're moving our stuff into the basement. It's like night and day difference, right? Did you have to to like consciously come to a decision of I'm going to shape my life around the family unit
Yes.
and the value there?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it was a decision that by virtue of starting a family and staying married for 10 plus years, um, it was just something that I was doing because I had seen the consequences of letting those things slip. I mean, it was funny because my dad had said, if you get married, marry a woman whose parents did not divorce. My wife's parents, there's no history of divorce in her family, like direct line going back at all, which is interesting for baby boomers. A lot of them have parents who got divorced. My parents combined for 8 divorces. So
That's like a hobby at that point.
yeah, yeah, they're obviously um, they're not tied down in the same way. But he gave me advice like this, like basic statistics, basic probabilities. If you find someone like that, then they're more likely to stick it out with you. You can accumulate assets. And he would say at times, like, he fucked up. You divorce that many times, you're spreading yourself really thin. You're going to lose a lot of money. You're going to have duplicate houses. You're going to have um, duplicate sets of bills.
Yeah.
So it was conscious. It was conscious in that sense. It was conscious in the sense that it's obviously a better thing to do. Like, I don't. I mean, I still probably feel cornered the way he might have, but I know rationally that I'm not. I'm not like trapped in any kind of corner or anything like that. But it's a decision that was important that my wife. It was important to us that we build this stuff together, save money, work off a budget each month, do these things, try to support each other to move up in our jobs, rely on each other's personal networks to get the jobs that I mean, our last couple of jobs we've gotten through who we knew,
Yeah.
specifically who we knew here in our hometown. Um, Whether it was someone I knew, a job for her, or someone she knew, and the job that I have moved up in. And those are just it's just an alternative strategy. I think he would still mock it at times. Like he mocked his brother when his brother was trying to, in my dad's words, go straight by like
Yeah.
working good jobs, buying a nice house, getting married, these sorts of things.
Yeah. The
But
picket
at the other
fence
time, yeah, but
doggy
at the other
dog.
time,
Yeah.
he would advise us to do this. So mixed messages were a big part of his thing. But
You
I
got to keep
kind
them on
of,
their toes. Yeah. You got
yeah,
to keep them on their
that
toes.
was yeah, keeping things on, that was, I mean, keeping people on their toe, keep staying on your own toes was a big part of his like life lesson, whole life on your toes, never never, always on your toes, never on your heels, never on your back foot, always going, going, going. And so, but at the same time, like, I think the general message to me was probably better to do it this way because the long term, it'll pay off in the long run. You don't want your long game to be having to like hit up an ex flame that you dumped unceremoniously, basically on your first day of college, to deal with your retirement. I mean, that's a better retirement situation than some folks have. I mean, I'm grateful that she was able to take care of him because I couldn't have at that time, but that's not a viable strategy.
No.
But he
And
was, such a dark temperament that he would still say, Oh, but you could do everything right, son. It'll still fuck up. $5,000, $5, 500, 500 million. Doesn't matter if you shit it away. It could be gone in a heartbeat. And it could be your own heartbeat when you have a heart attack.
Your own heartbeat. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was his big thing. I mean, he really hammered home sort of the pointlessness of it all. But at the same time, he seemed I'm sure he was torn in his own way too. But that's definitely the big takeaway. I tried to take away the stable lessons
Yeah.
that he put forward.